Well, let's start our main program. To give us latest. To give us latest. Ladies and gentlemen, and God bless you. To give us latest. To give us latest. I wanna be. I say good morning to everyone that has joined so far, and welcome to the morning section of our broadcast. It's all about the advantage of having our own system that works. Tilapia Muba Eyanyawa Libiti Olukalukweva to share me. We're all scattered all over the world trying to survive. I'm going to Walama survive because some are living in a system that is not working. So your chances of surviving is very, very slim. But you're not going to survive because of the system that you're living in. Good morning and welcome once again to just coming up to 4:15 a.m. in London, where this transmission is coming from. My name is Alami Koiki, and so many people call me Koiki Media. And my job is to educate the gullible Nigerians that are expecting a working country. They are hoping that one day Nigeria will just be a great country. That's the expectation of so many Nigerians. Nigerians have been fooled. So their foolishness. One feel we joke on Nigeria come shishe and everything will be nice. They will have a standard system. They will have an industrialized country. And that has been the lies that we've been told anyway. As I speak to you right now, people will be waking up. Hopelessness. That's the right word. Ekaro, Eyiwati, Eshiwa, awake. Like I always say, I don't tell you what time I'm coming online because the platform is 24 hours, just like any other network around the world. But one thing I can always assure us is that when some get tired, that is when our own bone becomes more stronger. And this morning again, we are going to be discussing about what is of our own interest as Yoruba people. Kí ni interest wa gangan? Kí ni interest wa nínú Nigeria? And is that interest going to work? Should we remain as Nigerians? If we remain as Nigerians, are we likely to survive another 20 years, 30 years, 60 years in this contraction known as Nigeria? That has always been the question mark. Nobody can answer that. But I will help you again this morning. Ìṣẹ́wà orílẹ̀-èdè kàgbéga 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 ìgbàgbọ́ láti bí ẹrú ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ìṣọ̀kan ní kẹjẹ tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀pọ̀ ire àtọ̀hún tó dára. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Odùduwà, bọ́ sí ipò. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Mo kí Elédùmarè, ọba tó ní wá, tó dá wa, tó dẹ̀ dá wa dáadáa. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin Mùsùlùmí pé ẹ kú palẹ̀mọ́ ọdún tá ti ń celebrate tó wá di pé wọ́n tún ń sọ fáwọn ọmọ Mùsùlùmí pé ẹ má lọ yá ẹran ọdún o. Mo kí àwọn Kristẹni, bọ́ mo ti rí pé àwọn Mùsùlùmí they are taking things extreme. Mo dẹ̀ sọ pé it's because ideology tí ó wà ní brain wọn òun ni pé wọ́n feel pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ilẹ̀ Mùsùlùmí ni. Èmi á máa sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà pé ẹni bá ń jàjà ìsìn, you are just bloody wasting your energy and time. Torí ẹ̀sìn yín kọ́ ló máa convert ẹlòmíì lágbàáyé. But because ẹ wà nínú kòkóònù yín, ẹ ń feel pé nìkan lẹ ní ẹ̀sìn tó dá láyé. Whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, ẹ̀sìn pọ̀ bùà around the world. There are so many religions that is being practiced around the globe. Kò ń ṣe ẹ̀sìn kan ló ń practice. So tó bá lọ ń jàjà ìsìn, o kò máa burn energy tí kò necessary. Ìyẹn la ṣe máa ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé religion is not a problem ta ní Nigeria. Tá bá get a society tó ń ṣiṣẹ́, we will deal with everybody. Especially àwọn tó bá feel pé àwọn ò ṣe deal pẹ̀lú. Àwọn tó máa wá sí especially UK, tẹ́ máa ń pera yín ní extreme religion, whether Christian or Muslim, kí ló dé nígbà tẹ́ bá dé bíbá ara yín máa ń balẹ̀, but tẹ́ bá wà ní Nàìjíríà, views yín is always very, very strong and bad. It's because ìlú tẹ́ ń bọ̀ yẹn láti airport ló ti máa jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé o lè wá sí bíbá kó wá fi ẹ̀sìn tiẹ̀ kó fi dájà sílẹ̀ kó tó sá lọ. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa ń ṣe wáàsí káàkiri, whether Muslim, Christian, tẹ́ fi ń disturb gbogbo àwọn èèyàn. All this is not tolerated in Europe. But nítorí pé lawless country ní Nigeria, nobody cares about anything, and it has never been a caring system anyway. Nigeria care fún yín. So you take advantage of that láti manipulate mind àwọn èèyàn, láti manipulate psychology àwọn èèyàn, and in that way èyí tí ẹ kẹ́ gbájúmọ́ láti sọ fáwọn olóṣèlú yín pé wọ́n ṣe the basic things of life fún yín, gbájúmọ́ yẹn. Intent gbájúmọ́ ni bẹ́ ṣe fẹ́ lo ẹ̀sìn yẹn láti fi manipulate ara yín, láti fi destroy ara yín, kẹ́ má bàa tẹ̀síwájú. And these are not allowed in the 21st century. Àìmọye àwọn Mùsùlùmí tó ń ṣe dáadáa ní UK, àìmọye Kristẹni tó ń ṣe dáadáa, àìmọye àwọn tí kò believe tó ń ṣe dáadáa. Ẹ̀sìn is all about your own. Má wá fi ẹ̀sìn tiẹ̀ má fi ní tẹlòmíì lára. I want to talk about advantage to have a sovereign nation. Àti kí ni ìdí tí a gbọ́dọ̀ ní, kí ni wọ́n pè ní sovereign nation. Ẹlòmíì rò pé Nigeria ni identity wa. Nigeria is not our identity. In tí àwọn UK tó sọ nìyẹn, but it's a lie. In tí àwọn European countries sọ nìyẹn, but irọ́ ló ń pa. In tí àwọn Arab country náà sọ nìyẹn, but everybody knows it's a lie. And again, why we should have our own Yoruba economy. Kí ló ń pè ní economy? Economy Nigeria ó ti wà nínú galo, ó ń sink lójoojúmọ́ bí Titanic. But àwọn Nigerians ò fẹ́ accept òtítọ́, and they don't want to accept the truth that the economy of Nigeria is gone. But because they're getting assurance from World Bank, IMF, and anyone that can tell them lies, that the economy of Nigeria is buoyant, is working, automatically an average Nigerian believes what the international community is telling them. So when we talk, we are like enemies to them. They hardly believe what we are saying, because why should they believe somebody like me, since I am not the expert to tell them that the economy of Nigeria is fake? But we will not stop telling you that. It's just a matter of time. You will get the message right. That economy that you, in your mind, that economy is dead. And it's been dead a very long time. But because you do not want to accept reality, your politicians will be coming every time, maybe every 4 years. Láti sọ fún yín pé Nigeria economy is buoyant. Nigeria economy is growing. Nigeria economy is very strong. But in reality, it's a dead economy. It's dead long time, but you don't want to accept the truth. But our they suffering pé economy ẹ máa ṣiṣẹ́. Nigeria economy is not going to come back up anytime soon. What if irọ́? What if ìpínlẹ̀ Nigeria? And that is why it's proving difficult for Nigerians to accept the truth. mo kí ẹ tí ẹ wà lórí ètò pẹ̀lú wa láàárọ̀ yìí. Mo kí yín lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Mo fi ti Ọlọ́run ọba, mo fi kí yín. Mo fi ti Elédùmarè, mo fi kí yín. There's a lot of expectation from as many Yoruba people, especially in this government, that have just started their own journey, just as the former sadist known as Buhari is a sadist man that hates almost every part of Nigeria, in the sense that he could not wait to destroy Nigeria before he left. Mukiyawa, Mukeyamawa, Mukeyagmawa, Eyaburowa, and everyone that have joined us so far. Once again, a very, very good morning and welcome to the live transmission. It is coming up to 4:30 a.m. It is still very early hours. Within the next 1 hour, many people are not prepared. Láti lọ drive economy UK by going to work, by finding something doing, so that in that way they can survive and they can keep UK running. Mokiyami Tobimi, even though she might be in bed, I always have to appreciate her for the great things she has put in us, so that I can be here bold enough without mixing words and say Olori Burúkú in Nigeria that wanted to destroy that is what they like, entertainment. What if entertainment is buying Nigeria? So Nigerians cannot think out of their brain. When they see a girl dancing with her breast, they think that is the economy of Nigeria. Bomb bastard. I think that's DJ Copy singing somewhere, I don't know. So Nigerians are full. They see Davido, Burna Boy, Ashake. They think that is the economy of Nigeria. Mad people. Moki Ayomikun Damiju. Moki Mr. Oyerinde Taiwo. Moki Momiwano Olaide. Mori commenting Lenko Otisalo while I was still preparing for the program. Moki everyone that is awake. Does not matter how many we have on the thread. It's not about the numbers. It's about the content. Mokiyawa Koforola Ekaroma. Muleke Inti Ewani platform. Greg, good morning. And good morning to those of you. Okay, Kayode, they have taken us for Mugun for a very long time, but this generation will not stop at nothing than Yoruba Nation. You're right. And that is the final bus stop, only final solution. Let me say something about a sovereign nation. A sovereign nation is the one that cares about the citizen. Yeah, I'm using these as my shield. I wrote something down. I just want to remove these documents information, because we are live, and anything you put out there, some people, their whole mind is that they want to see more than what they are not meant to see, because they are bomb bastard. So what I'm just doing is just removing anything that I don't want to come onto the live transmission, because when it goes live, it will be difficult to remove. That means the whole video will have to come down. And while I was writing this down, it's because anything on Basso Rolano notepad minitosi, so I had to quickly use whatever was close to me. I think that should be done now. Yeah. I'm going to talk about this, and I'll emphasize on it throughout the week. Mr. Theophilus, good morning. I will not have the time to be saying good morning as we go into the program. In time me was what I jotted down with a conversation yesterday with a high big end farmer in Kaduna State. So sit back so that wale monton pe ni economy. If you are still more when you can adamant, I'm not saying you should not invest in Nigeria if you can, but prepare for your loss. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi dáadáa. Èmi kọ́ ni máa sọ fún, I am not a consultant la máa pè or investor. I don't give advice. Èmi not invest in Nigeria àti lose again. So ní 2023, ẹni tó bá ṣe feel pé òun fẹ́ invest, èmi kọ́ ni advisor yín. I am not your financial advisor. I am a activist, a journalist by profession. I'm a father. I'm also the good guy that wants the total dissolution of that contraction, the zoological, the weary. Ìlú tó ti bá tìyàn jẹ́ tí kò lè jẹ́ kó gbérí mọ́. That is what I do. I don't do visa. I don't have Nigeria number. I don't care if Nigeria collapse today. I care less if Nigeria collapse. The better to collapse, the quicker it is for us. Am I being lórí YouTube that I've decided just to leave it like that? It's better like that sometimes. I understand that you might want a better, screen, but I decided to leave it like that. Kí ló ń pè ní sovereign nation? Tàbá ní sovereign nation. Yes, definition sovereign nation is a nation that has one centralized government tó ní power to govern a specific geographical area. Under the definition tí international law àgbáyé sọ, a sovereign nation as a defined territory with just one government, ìjọba ẹyọkan. So ní àpèjúwe, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà máa sọ pé Nigeria is a nation, is a sovereign nation, but internally within this geographical area, kò kìí ṣe nation, but ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ Nigerians in tó ń jí lójoojúmọ́ tó ń bá ni pé tó bá jí láàárọ̀ radio station máa sọ fún wọn pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sí Lágelú FM àbí kọ́ ní ẹ káàbọ̀ sí Okoko Micro FM nílùú orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. So ẹni tó ti gbọ́ yẹn for 30 years, the same thing ẹlòmíì ti gbọ́ for 40 years depending on your age. In tèmi gbọ́ títí tí mo fi pé 40 nìyẹn. Welcome to Federal Republic of Nigeria. Welcome to Lagos in Nigeria. Welcome to Ogun State in Nigeria. So that is what we have been hearing for the last 40, 50, 60, àwọn tó ti wà in the 70s, àwọn tó ti wà in the 80s, àwọn tó ṣẹ̀ bí tó wà in their 20s, ọmọ kékeré tó bí ní 10 years ago, èyí tó ti gbọ́ títí nìyẹn. So káwá máa jáde ká sọ fún wọn pé Nigeria is not a nation. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ó máa difficult gan, because they are thinking that àwa la ní psychotic problem. How can you wake up and say Nigeria is not a country when they can see the government, even though in reality the government is not with them, but wọ́n mọ̀ pé local government kan wà níbẹ̀ yẹn, wọ́n mọ̀ pé state governor wà níbẹ̀ yẹn, wọ́n máa ń rí wọn lórí television, wọ́n máa ń gbọ́ wọn lórí radio. So a sovereign state is a state that has the highest authority over a territory. But ìyàtọ̀ tó wà ní Nàìjíríà ni pé that territory, the word territory is a different thing entirely. And ẹni tó bá ní territory, there is likely you would not have your own government. The reason why àwa ṣe lè sọ pé a fẹ́ Yoruba country is because we have a territory. Because tó bá ní àdúgbò, báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ claim àwọn tó wà lórí ẹ̀? And that is part of the rules of the international community pé kẹ́ tó lè sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ ní country tí you must have your own territory. But kí ló ń pè gangan náà ní territory? Ẹ mọ̀ pé à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa sovereign nation. I think get message pé for decades every one of us in tagbọ́ ni pé Nigeria tó bá dẹ̀ di oṣù kan nínú ọdún kan wọ́n máa ń celebrate Independence Day. So how do I tell àwọn tí wọ́n ti celebrate Independence Day for 10 years, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, because actually láwọn bàbá olórí burúkú kan tó wà in their 70s tó yẹ pé Nigeria ò ṣe nǹkan kan fún wọn rí, but they are still having the faith pé Nigeria, àwọn yẹn gangan ni problem wa. Àwọn bàbá àgbàlagbà kan, àwọn bàbá tó ti wà in the 70s tó yẹ kó ti kú dànù, tó yẹ kó ti gbé nǹkan jẹ kó ti kú, because psychotic problem wọn kò jẹ́ kó understand pé ìlú tí wọ́n ń pè ní Nigeria yẹn is not, kò ní territory. The Nigeri, that Nigeria kò ní territory, and I'll tell you that. Ká kọ́kọ́ ṣàlàyé nípa kí ló ń pè ní territory. So when we use the word territory, is an area of land under the jurisdiction of a ruler or state. Ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ yẹn, ruler. Territory tiwa tó ń pè ní Yoruba Kingdom was removed by a ruler known as the British Empire. It stopped to become a Yoruba Kingdom in 1914. Automatically, it stopped. So when I am now saying to a Yoruba man, Baba Tunde, ṣé mọ̀ pé territory tiwa ni, but what change sí Nigeria? Ṣe jẹ́ ká fi orúkọ Nigeria yẹn ká gbasẹ́gbẹ̀, ká padà sórí territory tiwa. No, ká change orúkọ yẹn padà sí Yoruba Kingdom, Oduduwa Republic, Yoruba Nation, níbi tó ti ń jẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀. Wọ́n ní no, shut up. Ìjọ ọ̀rọ̀ bí ìwọ tó bí lánàá, ṣé wọ́n wá fẹ́ mọ̀ jù mí lọ ni? Inú Nàìjíríà láti ń ṣe dáadáa, láti bímọ sí. Olórí burúkú wọn, ọmọ tó bí kò ṣe lọ hospital, kò níṣẹ́, kò ní industrialized economy, nothing is working. But what you want is psychotic problem. Psychotic problem ni pé ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì kan wà ládùúgbò wọn tó bá jí láàárọ̀, Allah ọmọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń pèrún nísìn, Allah akbar, Allah akbar, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu an la muhammadur rasulullah, hayya salat, hayya falat, qad qamatis salat, Allah akbar, Allah akbar, la ilaha illallah. Wọ́n ti gbàgbé pé ìyẹn kọ́ ló máa solve problem tó wà nílẹ̀ o. Tí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì náà gbé Bible, in the name of Jesus, àwọn Catholic kan wà ládùúgbò mi ní Surulere, and the Father and the Son, wọ́n ti gbàgbé pé ìyẹn kọ́ ni wọ́n ń pè ní sorting of the problem of the people. But inú àwọn environment yẹn, wọ́n fi wọ́n lọ́kàn balẹ̀. nínú àwọn environment tá à ń dárúkọ yẹn, ẹ káàárọ̀ ìyàwó Bọ́láńlé ọmọ Bọ́lájí mo rí ẹ, wọ́n fi wọ́n láyà balẹ̀ because ẹni tó bá gbọ́ tán Allahu Akbar assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi afatẹ̀sùbà tó bá fa ṣètùbà yẹn tán normally ó yẹ kó wá jáde kó lọ ṣiṣẹ́ no kò ní lọ ṣiṣẹ́, kò síṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ ṣe. Ẹ lọ sí gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn wọ́n á pèrún rẹpẹtẹ káàkiri tó bá wá kírun tán wá wá bọ́ta wọ́n wá ń wá ojú ire Ọlọ́run nínú territory tó yẹ kó gbé wọn bọ̀ kó gbé wọn. But bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ fi jẹ́ kí territory yẹn ṣiṣẹ́ nígbà tó fún wa ní independent ní 1960. Bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ nódà tó bá kírun tán ìwọ má wọrí ìwọ̀n rán ọmọ ẹ wá sí school kó wá kàwé ọ̀fẹ́. Territory yẹn ti wá di jàǹbá sí ọrùn gbogbo wa, ọrùn àwa wo ló wá dàǹbá sí, kò ń ṣọrùn government. Ìyẹn kan send message kan voice note kan lánàá ó ní ẹ ṣèbí ẹ máa ń ṣàánú àwọn èèyàn, ẹ máa ń ṣàánú àwọn èèyàn táwọn èèyàn bàbá yẹn pastor ni ó ní so torí àwa ń ṣàánú àwọn èèyàn tó bá pè lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan so ṣé ó ti wá di mandatory pé torí ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ Yorùbá Nation a gbọ́dọ̀ solve a problem yìí. You are all crazy bomb bastard ní ibi ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Bàbá tó fi message yẹn send ẹ má tún send rẹ ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ ìjọba yín ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ government yín lórí territory yẹn. So because à ń ṣe Yorùbá Nation nísìn bí ẹ̀ ń rí Kòkun foundation tó fáwọn èèyàn nírẹsì ẹ̀ rí bàbá kan náà tó ra mọ́tò fún tí òun nìkan ló ra mọ́tò fún ládùúgbò yẹn ọkọ rẹ̀ sì fún àwọn tó kù àwọn èèyàn rún pa. So now ẹ fi pé àwa ẹ fi pé mi náà ní family tí kò lọ school ni I withdraw wọn kan kúrò ní school ẹ fẹ́ jókòó sílé school ṣìwò lẹ́ ń lọ sí school tẹ́ máa jáde tẹ́ ní ríṣẹ́ ó máa wá nǹkan kan tó máa lọ máa kọ́ṣẹ́ kan tó ń ṣe. So ọmọ yín tó bá lè lọ sí school ẹ withdraw ẹ má fọ́ sára yín torí pé tó bá ṣe tọ́nà ní school kò ní iṣẹ́ kankan tó fẹ́ ṣe ẹ withdraw kó máa jókòó sílé kẹjọ máa ta wóróbo lójú títì pump bastard á send voice òṣì kankan sí mi àwọn máa ń gbọ́ Kóìkì àwọn ń gbọ́ gbogbo ẹ má tún dárúkọ kí wọn má dárúkọ mi pé torí ẹ ń gbọ́ Yorùbá àti ń gbọ́ Yorùbá Nation ti pẹ́ ẹ wá ṣàánú wa no pump bastard the fuck are you all máa ní pé ká wá ṣàánú yín ṣé èmi ní gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì yín ni ìbẹ̀ ní gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ẹ ṣe lọ bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì yín bí wọn kọ́ bá send nonsense and jàgbàjà sí ẹ lọ bá ibi tẹ́ fi dárúkọ bàbá yẹn ẹ lọ bá bàbá tó máa ń ṣàánú àwọn èèyàn tó yẹ pé a ní 14k view ìyẹn ló máa solve problem. You are all mad. Madness ti wọnú agbárí yín. Ṣàánú èèyàn kan níbí báyìí. Àwọn tó wà ládùúgbò yẹn á máa wọ ẹni tó ṣàánú yẹn pé mọ́tò yẹn ó máa fi jáàmù ni. Gbà mí gan wá tún máa wo ibi tí mọ́tò yẹn gan fẹ́ drive pé ṣé lórí títì náà ni mọ́tò yìí máa drive. Wàláì silencer yẹn máa jábọ́ lójoojúmọ́ ni. Àwọn tó ra mọ́tò mo ṣàrò pé ra owó maintenance fún. And this is why we are saying ìlú yẹn ẹ lè kó problem tí yín lé àwa lórí. Èmi náà kódà family mi tó ń bẹ nílé kò ń ṣe kékeré. Mo ní external family, mo ní immediate family. So torí àwa ti ń jọ ń ṣe Yorùbá Nation ẹ bá máa gbọ́ Yorùbá Nation mọ́. Àwa ò ṣe Yorùbá Nation torí pé èèyàn kan àwọn tó support gan à ń ṣe torí wọn. So torí pé èèyàn kan gbọ́ Yorùbá Nation nísìn so a gbọ́dọ̀ take responsibility for what? So àwa la máa jẹ́ responsibility torí ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ Yorùbá Nation ẹ má gbọ́ Yorùbá Nation mọ́ gbà yẹn náà ẹ bẹ lọ máa bá APC àti PDP yín ṣèbẹ́ ti ní government ẹ ti ní government náà so because ìyẹn ń gbọ́ Yorùbá Nation nísìn ẹ ń gbọ́ wa Yorùbá Nation ní gbogbo àjọ ń ṣe náà àjọ ṣe Yorùbá Nation kankan àwọn educate yín ni ṣé mo ní budget ni ní budget náà government ló ní budget tó ń abuse ẹ mo ní budget yín Kwara ni mo sì dúró lé lórí mo ti ní gbogbo wíìkì Kwara la máa fi ṣe so ẹ lọ bá Abdul Fatai ìyẹn gọ́vnà yín ìbò ní budget ẹ jẹ́ bí ẹ rántí budget gọ́vnà yín ẹ jẹ́ n sọ budget ẹ fún yín budget of Kwara State ní 2023 wọ́n ní the size of the budget is 188 billion. A few million less than 189 that the governor had proposed in November 30. So, ẹni tó bá ní problem ẹ lọ bá governor yìí náà. Ẹ ṣe wá fi kó problem yìí wá bá wa. Torí pé ẹ ń gbọ́ Yorùbá Nation. Àní ẹ má gbọ́ Yorùbá Nation mọ́. ìjọ tí Yorùbá country yẹn bá dé níjọ́kíjọ́ tí Elédùmarè bá sọ pé ó dé a lè factor everybody nínú ẹ̀ na send kìíní kan na send sanjagbajantis. Let's come back. Kí ló ń pè ní territory? Nígbà tá a ti ní understanding ní sovereignty, mo kí bàbá wa Bíọ́dún, mo kí uncle mi Dáríjò, ẹ káàárọ̀ sà, mo kí Ọ̀tún Bámbọ̀, mo kí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti darapọ̀, Kẹ̀kẹ́ Okos. My name is Olami Koiki. Ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́wàá bíbá ẹni sìn. Èèyàn kan bá kọ̀ jí láàárọ̀ ìnísìn tó ń pèrun, ìṣe kò ṣe pé mo bá náà yó ṣá, kí ló dé tó ń disturb wa? Inú ilé ẹ̀ lọ́ọ́ ti ní kò pèrun kò kírun, kí ló fẹ́ máa fi ìrun loud speaker máa disturb gbogbo ará àdúgbò? Èmi gan nísìn mo gbọ́dọ̀ slow voice yẹn down torí àwọn ọmọ ń sùn, ìyàwó ń sùn lé lókè. Ìyẹn ló ń pè ní pé respect wà fúnra wa. Neighbor mi mo gbọ́dọ̀ respect ẹ̀, òun náà gbọ́dọ̀ fi ajá ẹ̀ disturb àwọn ọmọ mi. Dọ̀ àtẹ̀lẹ́ ọmọ kan nínú wọn tó like ajá, àwọn tó kò like ajá máa ń sáré ni. Òun náà dẹ̀ sọ fún mi pé no, this doesn't ọlọ́pọ̀ máa bite kọ̀ fún kan sí lẹ́nu, má jẹ́ kó gé àwọn ọmọ jẹ. Ẹ ṣe gan ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Dáríjò. So kí ni mo fẹ́ fàyọ láàárọ̀ ẹ̀? Ẹ wà kọ́lé ètò tààrọ̀ yìí. Advantage pé ká ní sovereign nation wa. Nínú ẹ̀, tá bá fi pé ó necessary pé ká rán yín lọ sí Mecca as a government, ìyẹn máa ṣé UK government máa ń support àwọn èèyàn lọ sí Mecca ṣá? I have to check that. Nigeria rán àwọn èèyàn lọ wọn ní Saudi Arabia, wọ́n ní wọn ní tent. Ṣé wọ́n value Nigeria ni? Oh, value Nigeria now. How can our Muslim from Nigeria lọ sí Mecca ní Saudi Arabia? Àwọn ni wọ́n rí tent fún wọn. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ìlú gbòógì, mo ń gbọ́ nípa Saudi náà lánàá lórí professor kìíní ẹ̀ tẹ́ ń jẹ́, ó ti ṣe another video kan tí mo pick lánàá. Professor Linsky kọ́ ló ń jẹ́, I think so, yeah. Mo ń bọ̀. Professor wa ta máa ń gbọ́, yeah, Professor Onele James Lindsay náà ni a máa gbọ́, ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ṣé Saudi Arabia máa accept Israel, because Israel is part of United Nations, but Saudi Arabia of support wọn. So àwọn òbí a lè sọ díẹ̀ nípa ẹ̀ láàárọ̀ yìí. But in tí mo fẹ́ focus lé lórí, òun ni advantage pé ká dá dúró tiwa, ká control territory wa. Now, what is the full meaning of territory? Bí yàn bá jí láàárọ̀ yìí, tó bá ní territory is an area of land under the jurisdiction of a ruler or a state. Both countries accuse the other of encroaching on their territory. A territory is an area of land níbi tí ilẹ̀ wà, sea níbi tí omi wà, space níbi tí agbègbè tó tóbi. Kwara State tóbi. Wọ́n ráwọn Mùsùlùmí wèrè kan, wọ́n lọ kanlẹ̀kùn mú máa kan. Mo mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ tí bá fídíò yẹn pàdé. Bí àwọn tẹ̀ bọ́kùn mọ́ yẹn lé bí àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe làwọn yẹn, wọ́n á ní bíbáyìí ní Kwara wa. Mùsùlùmí làwa ń ṣe ní bíbáyìí. Bomb bastard ní gbogbo yín, lórí burúkú gbà ní gbogbo yín. Mùsùlùmí ò lẹ́ ń ṣe. Ó kù díẹ̀. Ẹja kọ́kọ́ dé pẹ̀lú pé àgbàdo tán. Àwa ṣe fọ́ra wa mọ́. Ẹni máa kó máa kó, ẹni máa yè ló máa yè. Bomb bastard. Ṣéwù tó máa dé London ó máa wà nù yàrá ẹ̀ tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ tó yẹ kó sọ ọlọ́pàá máa tì mọ́lé ni. Àwa lọ ń threaten ní oníṣẹ̀ṣe yẹn nínú ilé. And that's the reason why táwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe ṣe ń gbà sí fáwọn Muslim. Wọ́n ń jàjà oríṣiríṣi lórí social media. Ní ṣéwù. Ṣé Kwara State wá di Islamic country? Bomb bastard. So Kwara State nísìnyí ti di Islamic country àbí? Ní ṣéwù lọ threaten wọn máa ẹ̀ mọ́nú ilé. Ó kù díẹ̀. It's because àìtí ìgbà territory yẹn padà. nígbà tá a bá gba territory padà UK deal pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn tó fẹ́ wà Islamic fundamental nílùú yìí. Ìlú ilé mi gbé for 25 years. Mo mọ bó ṣe reform wọn. Àwọn kan sì ń gbérí díẹ̀díẹ̀ but wọ́n reform wọn. Ìyẹn ò ní kó má ṣẹ̀sìn tiẹ̀. Why use your own religion láti fi attack another religion? That is not going to accept in a system that works. But right now, Nigeria on a system, I watched that video. I was very, very bitter and upset. Lọ threatening ìyá ẹ̀ mọ́nú ilé ẹ̀ níbi báyìí ní Kwara wa mùsùlùmí là wà mùsùlùmí tètè ní alùbáríkà kankan ajá rẹ̀ ní ẹ máa gbé Quran máa ka Quran kò sálùbáríkà kankan látòkè gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yín ti ṣòṣì kalẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ yín tó ń mo fi máa sọ̀rọ̀ àlùfànṣá àwọn ọmọ yín tó ń bá sùn lábẹ́ mọ́tò náà àwọn mùsùlùmí wọ́n bá ọmọ yín sùn lábẹ́ mọ́tò nínú gáràjì níbi tẹ́ bá ti ní kó lọ ta wóróbo kò ń ṣe yẹn ni bọ̀bọ̀ olórí burúkú yẹn kó fi sórí sex offender ni lọ́nà ìṣe skit òṣì ọmọ 10 years old ó ní kó wá wo pọ́nrán òun ọlọ́run yọ tó sí ní London kò tún ní ṣerú ẹ̀wọ̀n láyé ẹ̀ kó tì mọ́lé fún oṣù mẹ́ta ṣe skit òṣì. No standard, no regularization, nothing. Everybody just open your pants. I give you 5,000 naira. Ṣebí torí pé system tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ náà ni báwo lọ́bìnrin tó jáde nínú ilé ẹ̀ tó wọ pátá ó wá jójú títì yẹn kan wá náà máa fún ní 10,000 tó bá bọ́ pátá yẹn òun náà dẹ̀ bọ́ pátá yẹn ó wà lórí social media gẹ́ẹ̀ náà dẹ̀ bọ́ pátá ìyẹn wá kò wá tó wá fẹ́ fún lówó gẹ́ẹ̀ wá ní kò ní dá fún òun ti bọ́ pátá skiti òun ò ṣe skiti ìyà ń jẹ òun ni ebi ń pa òun ni is because ó wà nínú territory tí kò ní system tó wà industrialized system tó lè protect identity ẹ̀ because identity náà ni pé aṣọ ta wọ̀ nísìn ó ń bo àṣírí bẹ́ẹ̀ lómi bá ṣe aṣọ àì èyí tó wà lábẹ́ ẹ̀kún ẹ̀ ká bèsè lédùmarè èèyàn á sá lọ ni but ẹni tó jí láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn tó bá wọṣọ nísìn tó jáde ẹ̀rọ òpó ń lọ bíṣẹ́ ni ó dìgbà tó bá dé mọ̀lété pẹ̀lú súùtẹ̀ tó ń tọrọ owó lẹ́ máa mọ̀ pé ṣé pé alágbà tí mo pàdé lẹ́ẹ̀kan tó wọ súùtù tó dàbẹ́ ni tó ń lọ sí báǹkì àṣé kò tẹ̀ níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọ́n máa jí láàárọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ báyò wọ́n máa jí ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn á kírun àwọn míì ti ṣèsọjí tẹ̀dúpẹ́ fáwọn ìyá yẹn tẹ̀ ṣe rí nǹkan kéékèèké kan ṣe á kún ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì kún ní mọ́ṣáláṣí in a system where the territory does not respect them. Territory, Bashin Solo, belong or connected to a particular country, person, animal in international politics. A territory is usually a geographical area which has not been granted the powers of self-government, which is in return fairness. Affect government tiwa, affect ìjọba tiwa, but territory yẹn kò sí in our control. Àwa la ní territory, but Nigeria ló ń lò ó yá lò láti 63 years nítorí pé àwọn British wọ́n change ẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Because tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n change ẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ ni gbogbo ìjókòó ìkọ́lẹ̀ yẹ ká máa jókòó, ó yẹ ká máa ronú science, ó yẹ ká máa ronú bá ṣe fẹ́ ní satellite ti ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Yoruba economy, Yoruba security, industrialized system, ní gbogbo system àwọn yẹn ló ń threaten èèyàn ní Kwara State lórí burúkú yẹn tẹ́ wà níbẹ̀ àwọn bàbá òfò ṣé wo ṣìwò lẹ́ ń pè bomb bastard all over the place pé ṣé ní toilet ṣé wo níná ṣé wo ẹ̀kọ́ ń jí láàárọ̀ iná náà lẹ́ ń ṣe kí bọ̀rọ̀ kì ń bímọ síbẹ̀ ẹni ṣé àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe ló wá ń disturb yín ṣé àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe ló kó máa disturb yín when you have 16 local governments that go function under a sovereign nation called Nigeria fi àdúrà kẹ́ fi rán ìpè sí gbogbo àwọn gómìnà yín ẹ lè rán ìpè sí wọn má dé pé Sàràkí ti jẹ yín ó ti ṣe ti yín mọ́ṣẹ́ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tiẹ̀ ṣetán ní UK ẹ̀yin pé ṣéwù ẹ̀yin pé ṣéwù òfò ẹ̀yin pé ṣéwù bàbá kan àwọn ọmọ Sàràkí àtàwọn ọmọ kí lápàjẹ́ àbí kí nìyẹn jẹ́ àbáyẹn onípàjẹ́ àbí kí nìkan mo rí London lọmọ yìí náà ti ṣetán ní yunifásitì nígbà tẹ́yìn fẹ́ lọ kanlẹ̀kùn lé wúmà ẹ̀yin ò rí bí tẹ́ ti rìn gbà ẹ rí pé ó ń smelly ẹ̀yin ò rí pé bí tẹ́ gbà kọjá yẹn pé ó ń smelly kò sí standard mo wo gbogbo ẹ̀ náà wọ́n rìn láti ibì kan dé géètì kan kanlẹ̀kùn threatening èèyàn. But you have 16 local government in Kwara State. None of them is functioning. Kò sí local government kan tó ń function. Oní Farouk. But ọmọ tiẹ̀ you came by ló ti ṣe tán outside London. Only God knows how much was spent for the 3-year course. Kò ná rárá as an international student. Kò mọ̀ èlò ló ń charge nísìn international student, UK student. Èlò ló ń ná fees roughly. Kẹ́lẹ̀ ní idea èyí tí an international student ní táàmù kan 1 year ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ kò sówó lé níbẹ̀ kò sówó oúnjẹ níbẹ̀ kò sówó pé ọmọ yẹn náà ẹ fẹ́ pa ọmọ bàbá yẹn ní ṣe fàájì a máa lọ klọ́ọ̀bù ṣèbókò ìbí agbèjáàbù sílẹ̀ sínú ilé ni a wọ aṣọ bra tí gbogbo ẹ̀ máa yan máa jáde síta báyìí a dẹ̀ lọ klọ́ọ̀bù a ṣe fàájì tán ìbí Nàìjíríà ni bàbá ẹ̀ wá kí ni bàbá ẹ̀ mọ̀ tó ṣe in 3 years but ní Nàìjíríà nísìn wọ́n fi ẹ̀sìn wọ́n fi lọ́kẹ̀yìn kan mọ́lẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n wà ní UK ó máa bá gay jókòó ó máa bá lesbian jókòó bó bá bú wọn ó wọ gbèsè £25,000 ní average university ẹ multiply by 3 níbo ni àwọn ti rówó ṣé nínú ẹ̀sìn tán ṣe náà lọ ti rówó ẹ ṣe ṣéwù but ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn kìrìsìtẹ́nì nìkan àwọn mùsùlùmí wà níbẹ̀ tó ń dá wàhálà sílẹ̀ ní especially ní Kwara State yín bẹ̀ yẹn ẹ ti fẹ́ di Boko Haram tẹ́ ẹ bá tẹ̀ ti di Boko Haram because all I see is your Boko Haram ẹni government tẹ́ ẹ lọ bèrè pé kí ló dé tí Kwara wa yóò ṣiṣẹ́ for the last 23 years kẹ́ hold wọn mọ́lẹ̀ kẹ́ jókòó kẹ́ sọ àlùkùrán lé wọn lórí kí gbogbo tán ní kó bàjẹ́ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ irọ́ ni ó lè ní gbogbo yín ìbẹ̀lẹ̀ yín náà ti ń jẹlẹ̀ tí ń ṣe ṣéwù irọ́ ò lẹ̀ ń sọ kò dẹ̀ ṣerú àwa lẹ̀ máa threaten bẹ́ẹ̀ bá dán òun pẹ́rẹ́ àwọn alálẹ̀ máa nà yín pa bẹ́ẹ̀ bá dán òun pẹ́rẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá gbé ọwọ́ kọ́wọ́ kan lérí orúkọ tàwa báyìí gbogbo iná wọnú àwọ Ṣàngó máa wọlé pa yín ni àtògùn pump bastard. Kí ló ń pè ní sovereign nation ẹja padà sórí ẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn béèrè pé what is an example of a sovereign nation ṣé Nigeria is a sovereign nation ǹjẹ́ a lè classify ìlú tó ń pè ní Nigeria as a sovereign nation bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ tẹ̀ jẹ́ kó yé wa lára àwọn ìtagbọ́ tí bàbá yẹn kọ sílẹ̀ kọ́lọ́n foríjì kó tẹ̀sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹja kọ́kọ́ gbọ́n tí arákùnrin yìí sọ tó ń pè ní Abubakar Tafawa Balewa ní 1948 since 1914 the British government ìyẹn ìjọba bíi tí èmi wà yìí ìlú tó ń pè ní Great Britain a máa great sí náà ni but lọ́dọ̀ tí yín kò lè great ẹ bá pa ẹran lẹ́yìn tẹ́ bá ṣàdúrà ní ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí kò lè great nítorí pé kò ń ṣe territory tó yẹ kó run lórúkọ tó fi run nìyẹn ẹ bá lọ sí church ká máa ní ẹ gbàdúrà fún Nàìjíríà ẹ já gbàdúrà fáwọn olórí wa àwọn olórí burúkú ò lẹ́ ń gbàdúrà fáwọn tẹ́ kẹ́ máa fi ìpè ránṣẹ́ sí lójoojúmọ́ ẹ já gbàdúrà ẹ gbọ́wọ́ sókè ẹ gbàdúrà Jésù lórúkọ Jésù lies upon lies gbogbo ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì tèmi mọ̀ ládùúgbò mi nísìn ní ibo olúkálukú ti fa gbùrù lọ bí wèrè olúkálukú ti fa gbùrù lọ Since 1914, ìjọba kan wà tó ń pè ní British government has been wọ́n ti ń gbìyànjú tó bá ní nǹkan has been BEEN tó tún wá fi trying pé wọ́n náà fi gba visa UK kò bọ́ sí náà ni ló ṣe ń bú mi ìjọ tó bá ti gba visa UK tó bá dé bíbẹ̀ mo ń bá sísítà mi kan sọ̀rọ̀ ó ṣẹ̀dé ni gbogbo tó dé nísìnyí kò tí pé 3 months mo wá ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀gbọ́n làwọn náà wọ́n connect mi sórí call pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ wọ́n náà ti dé nìyẹn ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ tó ń fún ẹ lówó ní Nàìjíríà kò ní fún ẹ lówó mọ́ ọmọ kó wọn náà ti wà ní system ẹ̀ka ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi the real non mo ní ṣọmọ kó wọn náà ti wà nílé pẹ̀lú wa ní sọ níbẹ̀ ní ẹ̀gbọ́n mi wàá wà mọ́ ṣọmọ kó wà creative nígbà tẹ́mi wálé tí mo rí ẹ ó máa ń ṣọṣẹ ó mọṣẹ́ ṣe ẹ̀dẹ̀ fún àwọn obìnrin kò sí nǹkan ọmọ ó máa ń lọ Dubai náà lọ rajà nígbà kan mo ní ó máa wà creative ní UK ó máa wà creative òun dẹ̀ lọ́kì ó ní right láti ṣiṣẹ́ gbogbo tó dé nísìnyí kò tí pé 3 months ṣẹ̀gbọ́n wa connect ẹ̀ pé kí n advice ẹ̀ lánàá wọ́n sọ eléyìí tó dé nísìnyí ẹ̀gbọ́n ò ní fún ẹ lówó o ìgbà tó wà Nàìjíríà ẹ̀gbọ́n mi send owó sí mi àfipẹ̀ràn lẹ́yà ẹ̀gbọ́n send ẹni bá rẹran lẹ́yà pa ní London ni o ò ń ṣe compulsory o àwọn kan pa lóòótọ́ but ilé fi parẹ́ fún Nàìjíríà ọ̀ lówó fi pẹ̀ràn lẹ́yà bomb bastard ẹ wá fẹ́ gbé yẹn lé ọrùn tàwa bomb bastard ẹ fẹ́ gbé ẹran lẹ́yà yín ẹ fẹ́ gbé lé àwa lọ́rùn àrùn yín pa ẹran lẹ́yà ni èmi gan ti rẹran lẹ́yà pa ní London kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n kì í pa ìgbà mi wàá sọjú náà ni ètò bá lè ṣe ni bí Nàìjíríà bá gbé yín ó yẹ kẹ́ ẹran léyà pa without any stress kí lẹ wá fi pẹran léyà fún tẹfẹ́ kí diaspora kan send owó ẹran léyà sí bomb bastard ẹ̀yin wà ní Kwara State ẹ̀ ń pe ṣéwù 16 local government none of them is functioning ẹ já padà sí Tàfàbàlẹ́wà sọ lórí burúkú gbogbo bomb bastard. Only since 1914, àwọn Britico, mi ò bá ní Britico, dàmí ìbá ti bá kàn wọ́n àwọn ọmọ wọn ṣẹ̀ wá, àwọn ọmọ British, wọ́n ṣépè fún wa lójoojúmọ́ lórí Twitter ni, bọ̀bọ̀ kan wà ńbẹ̀, they are very bitter pé báwo lẹ́yìn ṣe wá pọ̀ nínú ìlú yìí, màá kọ́ máa wo bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn pé àṣẹ o, kí dáhùn pé lè yọ̀ mọ́ history. Tó bá mọ history tí ìlú ẹ̀ ti dálẹ̀ UK bó ṣe ń ti border làwọn èèyàn fi dé mo kí Mr. Westside every day long tighten immigration wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn èèyàn ṣì ń wọlé sí because ẹ lè lọ disturb àwọn border kan ní some 200 years ago ẹ change border ìlú tó ń jẹ́ ìlú kan ẹ yọ kúrò ẹ fún wọn lórúkọ mi ẹ̀yin wá ní ẹ fẹ́ nísìnyí wọn náà ọmọ tó ní ìyá wọn ní sùn òun gan ní ṣe kíni ẹ bá ń parí ẹ òun lọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ̀. Since 1914 the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country. Why? Surely stitches Muki Ekaroma Muki Komishola Kubodoko Muki the Oracle Emeritus Professor Adébánjọ Akíntóyè bàbá dáadáa bàbá tó a máa kọ jókòó báyìí pé báwo la ṣe kó sínú wàhálà báyìí àdẹ̀fẹ́ yọra wa gómìnà sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọba àwọn baálẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀ wà relevant wọ́n ti gba Saturday lọ́wọ́ wọn wọ́n gbé Sunday lé wọn lọ́wọ́ àwọn olóṣèlú olè làwọn yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ bomb bastard àṣé Buhari wà ní London èmi rò pé onídàára lòun máa jókòó sí ni so ara ò balẹ̀ it's in London ẹni tó bá mọ ibi tó ń gbé ẹ ṣáà sẹ́ndẹ̀ sí mi anybody tó bá mọ ibi tí Buhari tó ra lé sí ní UK kò bá jà outside London ẹ fún mi ládírẹ́sì yẹn info@koikimedia.com because mo rí speaker tó ṣẹ̀yàn èèyàn tó wá láti Nàìjíríà 6,000 kilometres ó tún wá kí Buhari You can see the wastage because it is not a country. Ilé máa lo face Abacha, bí àwọn family Abacha ni. Abacha bomb bastard. Whoever is in there to lo picture Abacha yẹn, Abacha na bomb bastard, olórí burúkú gbogbo wọn. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ jáde ń jẹ́ ó ní wọ́n ń ṣépè fáwọn, wọn ò ní ṣépè fún yín. Bomb bastard, ó jẹ́wọ́ Nàìjíríà. ATM ni, ó ti kú nísìn. Every time lọ ṣe ń lọ ń gba owó Abacha ní outside the country. Tí ó bá wa tọ́jú owó ni, tí wọ́n bá Nàìjíríà save owó. Ẹ lọ wo àwọn ọmọ Abacha lórí Instagram. Mo rí Miriam Abacha níjẹ́ òní tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní they keep abusing my husband. No, we no go abuse your husband. Bomb bastard. Akutuku ẹ̀ lọ́rùn. Lushi country. British ló fẹ́ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ká ṣàjọ wà together ká dẹyọ kan. According to Tafawa Balewa in 1948. So I stupid Nigerians all over the place. You see them on Twitter. On ṣóṣì bẹ̀rù aṣẹ́wó káàkiri. Tafawa Balewa gan sọ pé British àníyàn tí wọ́n ní pé ká wà papọ̀. Stay as one. But the Nigerian people, àwọn wo ni Nigerian people, the indigenous people, Yoruba, Kanuri, ẹ̀sẹ̀ pé Fulani, àwọn èèyàn sí pẹ̀lú wa, ká tẹ̀ calculate wọn pẹ̀lú wa. And all the 200, everybody knows that there's 250 ethnic groups. We don't speak the same language, even if we marry each other and then so bloody what. Àìmọye àwọn tó fẹ́ British tó ti fún ní passport. Àìmọye àwọn tó fẹ́ British tó ti fún ní ìwé nílùú. You think by marrying a white, the white, àwọn òyìnbó. You think by marrying Oyinbo with a British passport will automatically guarantee your status in this country? You are crazy. You go through what they call immigration. Or go through immigration. Immigration, you go through for maybe 6 months, 1 year. They will now start giving you a right to stay here. But you will not, if you marry a British citizen today, whether it's a man or female, Tipa Paro, UK, one more, does not guarantee a British passport automatically. That is why they call it immigration process. It's one of the most fraudulent things in life as well. Immigration. Heart attack with the world, especially those outside the country. You think everybody outside Nigeria, tell somebody to come back to Nigeria for a holiday. They can't come because they haven't got the right status. But when they have the right status, they will tell you, I will be in Nigeria for April or Easter time. And those that have got their papers in the last 30 years, they can't return back to that bloody, blood-sucking monster territory. These details, I spoke to a doctor that I met in Abuja some lobby 4 years. And we haven't spoken for the last 3 years. And in that 3 years, all his hectares of farm, he has not visited it in 3 years. While he was talking to me yesterday, I was taking a note. In 3 years, and you say that is a country. I pity Yoruba people. Like that, our mother, I say, I pity Yoruba people. they get, hey, Allah. You see them now. They start disturbing everybody. They start, the first call of prayer will come about 5, then the next one at 6. And every environment, every society is as stinky as nothing. Because, why? But Nigerian people themselves are historically different. We are different. Some Yoruba people, they want to become like Arab, Olushi. You want to be Arab that hate us so much that our women are they are eating shit. Ìgbẹ́ ló ń jẹ. Ẹ mọ̀ pé tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn á tẹ máa rò pé àwọn fíìmù kan tó máa wò pé bí ọkùnrin á ní kọ́bìnrin wá sọ́ọ̀kì ìsàlẹ̀ ká má fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ̀rọ̀ ká fi respect àti dignity sí díẹ̀. But we are now seeing our women going there to eat shit. They put chain on their neck. The Arabs, they are bomb bastard. Saudi Arabia killed a citizen in Turkey. What chopped it to pieces. Oh my God. And then Yoruba people wants to be like the Arab, want to look like the Arab. Go to Tunisia and see what they are doing. Even though we know there are Nigerians that are criminals as well. Go to Libya and see what they're doing with all our Yoruba people. Arab, Arab, they are Arab. I worked with one of them before. Not what we used. I used to drive the van when we go to the market. If he gets angry, he breaks a laptop. It's from Algeria. He called me. I said, no, we can't be together anymore. That's crazy. They are crazy people, Arabs. Not all of them, but majority of them, they are born bastard. What Haiti do be shitting. Arabs are like the Eastern European. I want UK look money by. That I will never go and live in anywhere Eastern European. I'm sorry, those of you living there. No. I want you bloody Nazi Lara. They are wicked. They don't want any skinhead. They will chop you off completely. Look at what happened during the Ukraine war. Africans were trying to exit. And they said, no. Come off of the train. Come off on the train. We don't need any African on the train. Let's first carry our own people first. But the Ukraine that Nigerians went is because of what? Because they have a good medical system. If Nigeria was a territory or a sovereign nation, we have University of Ibadan, we have UNIBEN, we have even in the north, where it would have developed to the standard that even foreigners will come and be paying 25,000. But no, all you are far. They send their own children. Man, I'm sure we could make 5 times daily prayer. But nígbà tó fẹ́ ṣe graduation, ó lo hijab láti fi please bàbá ẹ̀. A máa dó para nísàlẹ̀. But you at home now, one no Fatima, I know ya ka Quran. Oh yeah, ka Quran. Force everybody to do what they don't want to do. Mukiyawa Wura deputy. Bomb bastard country. Is that a sovereignty? Is that a territory? It's not a territory that belongs to us. It is controlled by the Fulani agenda. So because you now see Tinubu there, God give him good health. Hopefully it will solve some of the damage before the dissolution. Because you see dissolution of Nigeria, you are all telling lies. Dissolution of Nigeria will happen. How soon, how quick is what nobody knows. But the hatred, there's not love. Everybody pretender. It's only in Nigeria you buy goods from the Igbo. You take it back, they're not going to take money from you. When we have when we have a system that is working, try that nonsense in our country. You will end up in the prison. My mom was telling me about this recent one. The man, they've sent him money. The item, they say they don't want it anymore. It's different from what he told them. To release money now, it does. You know the Igbos, the moment you pay something to them, especially they did in Alaba, they did all over Lagos and Yoruba land. I don't know whether it's the same thing they practice in their side there. You give them money. You say you don't want that item anymore. They say, no, you have to pick another item. It's because you don't have a system that works. Only God knows how many times we return item in this house. Every time I keep asking my boy, are you sending this back? So why did you buy it then? Say, no, I don't like it anymore. I thought it's nice. Sometimes they bring boxes and boxes. Imagine the process, the logistics to send goods, and then you say you don't want it, they send it back again. It's not in that. I told you that country is not a system because they don't want it to be industrialized. And you want me to come and sit there. I bought this now since it's the light anomaly extra light. It cost me £2.99. I've used one upstairs. This is the second one. It still have up to, let's even say 9 months warranty on it. Whether I know the receipt where it is or not, as long as they stop working. You know why? Because there's a barcode that tell me where I purchased it from. I take it down there. They don't even argue with you because it is covered under the insurance. It's peanuts. So they just say, go and take another one, bye-bye, and buy, and buy. But you buy something from the Igbos. They are the one that does those nonsense. It's because you don't have a system that works. That is why we can never be one. If they want to go and try that, let them go and try that nonsense in their place. You buy a good from them, you return it, they're telling you, no, we're not going to take it. You're not going to take it. And that is the country you want us to live together. You must be crazy. Bastard, every one of you. Foolish. Let's come back to what Abubakar Tafawa Balewa said in 1948. But the Nigerian people, who are the Nigerian people? There's nothing called Nigerian people. It's the indigenous people. I love the Kanuri. I love, their women, the way they look. If I feel I want to marry one of them, I will propose to them, I will marry. But they will respect my own culture, I will respect their culture. That should have been what it's meant to be. And if I want to go to Kanuri land or Kanuri nation, they can tell me to go and get visa or no visa. And when I get there, they say, dress like Alaji. I will dress like Alaji. But the moment the woman comes to my side, I say, I want just to see you with just pants and bra. I'm happy with that. But we all live fake life. You go to Oshodilara, anything. See Eleha. Eleha, we put everything on. But he's selling Agbo at the car park. And sometimes when it becomes dark, you see that they're giving it to Eleha at the back of the car. Everybody lies. Nigeria is built on lies. And those that know the system are sucking it. They're sucking it every day. But the gullible ones, they're telling, go and pray to Allah. Go and pray to Jesus. And the Elisha, those ones, they're corrupt. They're bastard. I want you to corrupt. Every one of those Elisha, I want you to alabe. They're collecting money from politicians. Let's move swiftly because of our time. But Nigerian, there's nothing called Nigerian. It was Lugard that factored that Lori Buruku. What's Nigeria? But let's even use it as a phrase. But Nigerian people themselves are historically different. Yeah, we are different in their backgrounds, in their religious belief. The Yoruba man wants to be like an Arab. You think that Arab love you that much? If you mash the Arab, I call but they are evil. Evil people. Custom. And they do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite. This was said in 1948. And bastard Olushi people all over the place, they call themselves Nigerians. They want us to unite. Even Tafawa Balewa said it in 1948. So you think that what he said in 1948 has changed. So Lokwanyin, you think whatever Tafawa Balewa was saying in 1948 is not relevant in today's conversation. Do we love each other? Why did Tinubu not use an Hausa man for his chief of staff? Why did he not use an Igbo person for the chief of defense? Why use a Yoruba man? Why? I'm asking you all. Kilodeti Tinubu lo Igbo for the chief of defense. Why use a Yoruba man? Because we are not one. We are not united. It's just playing the same card that the man, the doctor I spoke to, I'm not going to mention his name. He's a big man in Abuja. But he's relocating out of that bloody suck monster country. He lost everything, he said to me yesterday. I was almost crying for him. And even to the extent that when I want to be motor on Jade, some of you would think when we are coming out and telling you that Nigeria, especially the bloody stalking monster terrorist, maybe I should bring this in a little bit to the conversation. This is somebody I've met in Abuja in one of my trips. Mr. Shitu Amamomi, good morning. Tunde Giwa, good morning. Miss YY, good morning. I met him during one of my visits to Abuja. I think it was 2017. I went to his office, beautiful office, showing me every texture of some of his grains from the farm, different things he's producing. I wrote this down yesterday during my conversation with him. And let me brief you what he said. I pity you all. If those, forget about all these lies that they tell you, we are, Nigeria is an investor country. Which investor country? We were sending a message until he sent to me that 36 of his farmers were kidnapped. 2 were killed. You can have an idea this kind of farm is not small farm. The farm is in Kaduna. He's a Christian. I pity all the Christians in Nigeria. You are not worth tissue paper. Not me, but in Nigeria. The terrorists are ready to suck every single one of you if they catch you anywhere. Even in Lagos. A naval officer was killed by unknown gunmen in Lagos State. I pity Christians in Nigeria. I pity you all. When I saw that message, I had to put a call through to him. And he started, we spoke for 22 minutes, few seconds. And he said, he called me Ola lo bank with me. You know, Ola, everything gone. The terrorists have destroyed me. They destroy everything that I've worked for all my lives. They destroy everything. Let me give you some breakdown. He said as at the point, the last time he visited his farm, they were meant to harvest 5 million tubers of yam. Only what one wushu, only one wushu yen latile, and they were chopping it for their cows. He went on to say, 3 years was the last time I visited my farm in Kaduna. He cannot even drive his own car. He goes in the public transport so that they don't get kidnapped. He went on to say, when I was telling him that, what about the security? Why didn't you involve them? He said, Koiki. No, he said, Ola. He said, Ola, I can't. It's compromised. We don't know who is who. I've been sitting in we know this before because this is the same thing that happened to Aborode, that Olori Bruku people is now pointing finger at Igbo. I spoke to Chief yesterday. I was briefing Chief yesterday. We spoke, but you don't know what I talk about. It's private. But it's not private. I'll let you know. But most of it is private. We spoke for more than Timothy Bashir, sorry, but we spoke for probably about more than 20-something minutes. And I was debriefing him about this. Is it not the same thing? Tosheles Aborode, a man that had PhD. This same man I'm talking about as well is a doctor. So he has a PhD. So you think it's easy to do PhD? No, I'm not talking about the PhD like Jonathan, the drunkard bastard man that called himself a president that he now left. He's talking about nonsense. Mbama in Sokunlano. Only I paid millions and millions of naira to release my farmer. But 2 got killed along the line. 3 years, he has not only Bubo family at Digbo. Not only that, he said they burnt down all his grains. I didn't write that part. He had 13,000, tons. Some of grains, alado. Only one finance what Joale. This sucking monster. Okay, Mr. Frank Dudu. I pity Yoruba people. The man says he's now leaving Nigeria. I'm not telling you where he's coming or where he's going, but he's and root out of Nigeria. He said, I lost everything. He lives in Abuja. I met him about 5 years ago, thereabout. And we haven't spoken for 3 years now. He says, if you watch what I do, he couldn't pronounce Igbo very well. He said, Igbo, you and Igbo. I just watch you and Igbo. He speaks a little bit of Yoruba like this. So yeah, they watch you and Igbo. You're doing very well. So I now said to him, I said, it's a deliberate act. Because if they are destroying farms, they want us to starve to death. You know what he called Buhari? Say Buhari is a sadist. I did ask him about his views about Tinubu. And he said Tinubu is shaking the system a little bit. That has never been done before, even in the 8 years of Buhari. Even though he was calling me secessionist. My wife was saying I should have tell him we're not secessionists. I said, let's leave it. That's what he thinks. Does he still believe in Nigeria? I don't think so. He's living in Nigeria. He said he could not even take any money from anybody again. I mean, I'm talking about to cover the cost, the loss. And you not get anything. Come here. Okoko Michael Ed. What thing you get? Somebody could not harvest 5 million tubers of yams. 5 million. Only sad, even when we were talking, I didn't want to, because I know he's in Abuja. So I was a little bit trying to be very careful. I didn't want to say, no, mention his name. I'm not scared of him. He says he's a sadist. That was something I wrote it down here. Say Buhari is a sadist. Moke Yawa Olajire Koka. Only Buhari is a sadist. That's exactly what he said. S-A-D-I-S-T. I wrote it down. He now told me another story again. And this is not story, reality. He said, Fulani kidnapped 18 people. As I was saying it, I was writing it down. Journalists I quickly got a pen, because I was upstairs when we were talking. It's Alemutin Basoro, but the children were making their own danda. So I went upstairs. He said they kidnapped 18 people. And for the fun of it, they lie them straight like this. Every one of them stand. And they'll be pointing finger with the gun, with their legs. And they'll just shoot one leg. Boom! Fulani kidnapped 18 people, adult. From his feet, he pieces the leg. Imagine you are lining up. And none of you know which one they're going to shoot the leg. They're using it for playing. I want to survive, don't suffer. I pity Nigerians. You think that is a joke, what we are talking about. You are all thinking we just sit here and we are fabricating things. Oh my God. That was the same thing that happened to Aborode. And the rest of the conversation was private. It's not for public consumption. But on Yoruba Nation, we stand. That's all I can tell you. And I'm sure until get a message into Mosombe, code the officer. On Yoruba Nation, la dúró lé lórí. That's all you need to know. Ẹni máa kú, ẹni máa yè. Níta gbé dání. Ẹni máa kú, ẹni máa yè ni. Báwọn èèyàn gbọ́n tó báwọn ènìyàn máa sọ. I told you, on Yoruba Nation, we stand. No retreat, no surrender. No retreat, no surrender. Tinubu maximum ni 8 years. You'll be 87. Egun go temi shi ma le ju ti e lo. Egun ba mi shi ma le ju ti e lo. That's all I will say. But níta gbé dání, àtàtàn délẹ̀. Ẹ tí mọ̀ kankan. Mokeme is good. So mo sọ fún chief lánàá mo ní abẹ́ ìgbà mi kẹ́ chief ní because ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Aborode nìyẹn. Aborode wanted to do mechanized farming. Ọ̀pá àwọn ìtàn lórí burúkú kan tó jáde. Ó ní ìyàwó Aborode sọ kinní kan pé àwọn tó pa Abolode, àwọn tó pa Abolode, ìyàwó ẹ̀ ti jẹ́wọ́ fún wa. Dumb bastard. They cannot think from their head. Abẹ́ ìdí wọn ló ti ń ronú. Is that not the reason why Chief came out? Bámi tún rán mi létí lánàá. Àwọn trailer tó fẹ́ kó oúnjẹ wá nígbà yẹn. Àwọn kan mo ti sọ fún yín lórí kíní rí. He reminded me again yesterday. Gbogbo àwọn trailer wọn. Until we gave the authorization, all those trailers were parked at the borders in Jeba. Wọ́n sọ̀kalẹ̀ wá sísàlẹ̀. Wọ́n ń pè wá lójoojúmọ́ ni. At Abuja. Pé kíkó ìkíkọ̀ jáde kókọ̀ ṣe fídíò. Sọ fún ipa àwọn mẹ́ta péré náà ni wọ́n wá. Lẹ́yìn Baba Akintoye, Igboho àtèmi. And I know what Yaya Bello told us. That's what I will tell you. Plus others that is not for public consumption. Moment Yaya Bello sọ fún wa nígbà tá. I have his recording. Because we recorded it. But it's not for public consumption. Ẹ̀yin lẹ mọ̀ ìtàn pè ní Igboho. Àwọn not ọmọ ìtàn pè níbẹ̀. Bọ̀bọ̀ doctor yìí, ó sọ̀rọ̀ fi ilẹ̀kùn. Ìtókò is not for public consumption. Ó ní èèyàn ní Igboho. But àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, àmọ́ value. Gbogbo oúnjẹ tó ń kó bọ̀ ní north, ó dúró sí border ni. Wọ́n kàn need authorization pé àwọn oúnjẹ yẹn safe kó máa kó bọ̀. Pé à ní disturb wọn. Pé kí Igboho kọ́ ni kí n jáde kí n sọ̀rọ̀. Oh dear. We are still on the movement. And it's a movement. Ìjọkíjọ tó bá dé náà ni. But àwa kan máa ṣe gbogbo wa náà lọ́lọ́ máa fún lálàáfíà àti ẹni tó ń ṣe president àtàwọn governor yín àtàwọn politicians. But gbogbo wa age difference yẹn ó clear. Most of your governors are older than me. So in tó bá wọn ni kọ́ máa ṣe nísìn. Ṣebí Rambode is 60 abi. I think he celebrated the 60. Tema Ambode bá sáré nísìn tá ló rò pé máa win. Ambode was the former governor. I saw him. I think he celebrated his 60th birthday. Ṣé 60 ló celebrate? Even Sanwo-Olu, bó ṣe janjala yẹn. No, ṣe fi pé Sanwo-Olu lè beat ní tabajọ sáré 100 meters. No, ṣe fi pé Sanwo-Olu kì má ṣe training. Kó máa lọ ṣe training. You think he can? He can because age will tell on him. This is what we are telling them. That's why I say I pray for every one of us good health. But in Tajo Gbedani, I'm at that on. I'm at that on the leg. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹni máa kú, ẹni máa yè. It's as simple as that. Mo kí bàbá wa àdúgbò. Ẹni máa kú, ẹni máa yè. Òun lọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí. Ó ṣàfún rẹ̀. Dákẹ́ bí ejò. Ọ̀nà Aborode. Wọ́n pa wọ́n tún so. Imagine he was killed and they now tied him. I don't think some of you knows the images of Aborode. It's not something we can show. I think I need to go and put it on my website. And go and see Tony Ages Moki. And go and see the death. He will make one jáde and say, "We will fix in Nigeria." Do you know how long this doctor that is telling me about his farm? Joman almost millions and billions don't know. No, we introduced Captain John in Johnny. Only Captain John couldn't even do anything as well. But I know. Because I introduced him to Captain John in John alone. Benny, we fight with our last blood. Oh, it's easier said than done, Abi. No problem. Let's just continue with the awareness. But everybody knows it was not on his mandate. It was on our own mandate. And they've confirmed it. The mandate to gbà wọlé yẹn lórí Yoruba Nation mandate ni. Ẹni tó gbà mọ̀, àwọn sàwáwò ẹ̀ mọ̀. And everybody knows that. But I'm not talking to non-intelligent people now. I'm talking to highly intelligent people. And this is classified information. One more. Could have told us. Or the mandate to Alafiwale. But Okudien. So let's come back again to the conversation. So when we talk about advantage, can we really have advantage as Yoruba people in Nigeria? No. We can never get that advantage. I understand. Some of you believe that real advantage in Konwalara. Do you know what is called advantage? Advantage is when your own country respects you as a person. Respect you regardless of wherever you are around the world. They can value you. Do you know that we are not valued as citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? We are not valued. Our value from our by trying to educate ourselves, by trying to expose ourselves, by trying to make sure that we can do things. Every country around the world, one more in your but our value is not there. That is why the world does not give us respect as a citizen of Nigeria. Nigeria should be commanding them, but we are not valued. Oyeki Nigeria as a country, if it's truly what we are told, Oyekoma commanding any country around the world, just as the Americans do not devalue their citizen, even Tobashe Ashishenita. It is only the American citizen and the British citizen. The British citizen are Turkey, are misbehave. And the diplomat there will stand by Intani Yeloshi. Even though always but where have you ever seen Nigeria represent us as citizens outside? The Omowani Efisile Ejeko Padawasile Kowashi prison sentence. I remember our girls meji kan gbe bi awon cover one or whatever, or shall be drugging or something. They are in Ghana. Or make sure we all return up padà wá sí bíbá láti wá ṣe sentence ní bíbá. I get the message of you loving this country called Nigeria, but let me just go back because Musari Mile Wonuleni finish up what Tafa Balewa said. He went further. Nigerian unity is only a British intention for the country. Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, 1948. So what is giving you this hope? Kí ló ń fún yín ní ìgbàgbọ́? Oh, okay. Ọmọ akírun nísìn àbí. Ẹ bá kí àṣùbà tán. Ó yá, ẹ jẹ́ á ṣàdúrà Nàìjíríà. Ọlọ́run tún ló wá ṣe. Ọlọ́run fún wa lólórí tó dáa. Bombastard. Nínú mọ́ṣáláṣí ilẹ̀ tí ń sọ gbòyàn. I listened to all that rhetoric for almost years. Ẹ lọ sí phase 2 ní sinmi tó ti nínú mọ́ṣáláṣí tó ti ń pariwo ẹ̀ jáde, omi ò débẹ̀, omi kànga lẹ fi ń ṣàlùwàlà. For years, Ọlọ́run fún wa láwọn olórí tó máa ṣe dáadáa. Ẹ lọ sí Kwara. 16 local government. None of it is functioning. Let's go and look at Taloje, the first governor ní Kwara. First governor nígbà tó padà dé ní after ní 1999. I don't have the record. First governor Kwara in 19. Ṣé Sàràkí ni? Lórí burúkú. Colonel Rashid Shekoni was a military administrator of Jigawa State from August 1996 to August 1998 during the military regime of General Sani Abacha. In your look picture Abacha. I don't know why you're using Abacha picture. Maybe your family. And then of Kwara State from 1998 to May 1999, when there was a transition, during the transitional regime, Abdusalam Abubakar, Luri Buruku somebody. Lawal ní Kwara. But list of governors in Kwara State. Mohammed Lawal Eshigoni, the real name. A civil. Let me give you the background. We're talking about Kwara State. So I'm just going to go back up to 1967. So we have just a record in case you have forgotten. Let me respond to you, KC Intel 1. So why not support? Okay, hold on, Fesalo. I need to read your comment out so that I can respond to it. You say why? So why not supporting BAT, which is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Jagaban, for now, or suspend the agitation because he's doing the right thing now, at least, and also what you're agitating for. What am I agitating for? Do you know? You said he's doing the right thing. Yes, I agree with you to some extent, because I'll be stupid to sit here as an intelligent journalist and say he's not doing the right thing. But you say for what I am agitating for. What do you know that I'm agitating for? What do you think I am agitating for? Because you are an intelligent person as well, I can tell. Because if you can write up to this extent, it shows your high level of, understanding. Killer, I'm agitated for. No, he doesn't even have to call in. I don't need any call at these early hours of the morning. We are not agitating to save Nigeria. We are agitating to exit. And it seems that you are right, because when you look at my topic, it actually tells you what we are agitating for. Advantage to have our own sovereign nation. So Bola Tinubu is not running a sovereign nation on my behalf. He's running what they call the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the fraudulent 1999 military diktat. That's number one. Bola Tinubu will not be able to give me a Yoruba economy. He's trying his best to look for money. He doesn't know where he's going to get the money from. He has stopped the subsidy, which is very good, because subsidy is a corruption that has been sinking your head in Nigeria. Not literally you, but every Nigerian. But I need a Yoruba economy that will be industrialized, based. I want a system, security, but the most important thing is I want identity. Maybe I should remind you what Tafawa Balewa said. For somebody like you, maybe you've just joined the program. This is what Tafawa Balewa said in 1948. And I'm talking to you in response to your question. Since 1914, the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country, just like Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to do at the moment. But the Nigerian people known as the Yoruba, the Igbos, the Kanuri, the remaining 250 ethnic groups are historically different in their backgrounds, in their religious beliefs and customs, and do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite. Nigeria unity is only a British intention for the country. So what actually am I agitating for that Bola Tinubu has done? He hasn't done anything. As far as I'm concerned, it's just less than 6 weeks or 5 weeks into the government. Well, it's now almost a month, because when I look at today's date, it's 27th. So in the next 48 hours, Bola Tinubu will be a month old into the government. I pray for his good health. I pray for his long life. But he's not a Yoruba president. He's not giving me a Yoruba sovereignty. He will not, and I write it down today. You can put it back and come back to me after 4 years. I don't bet. But after 4 years to start with, he will not be able to fix 16 local government in Kwara State. If he does that, I will abandon Yoruba Nation. Dumb bastard. He's not going to be able to do so. Because that means that I want every part of that 16 local government. Nobody must go to any bush. Láti lọ yàgbẹ́. Láàárọ̀ ìdí Santi Bọ́sítà lọ bukaka, because they can't use the toilet. So what we are agitating for is a complete different thing from the vision and mission of Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu agenda is to at least please the Yoruba by giving you the custom. Does that mean that it will be cheaper to send motor and then I'll be able to? No. 40% rise in the car duty. Maybe you didn't hear the news I said yesterday. So when you go back and say he's doing the right thing, well, maybe you should wait a little bit more, because right now, as at yesterday, money is 995 naira to £1. I think I saved the money here. You see this 500 naira? I have the 1,000 upstairs. So 2 of these automatically gives me Muki Yawa Taiwo Kike, Yoruba Kid, good morning. So 2 of these automatically gives me I'm part of the agitator, so you're not referring to me, but I am responding as well on behalf of the agitator. So, what you have said, you have not responded to my question. You are still going back again to say you are not referring to me. You can refer to me as well. We're not fighting. It's just a question, and I know you're, a learned person, but I've just told you that what we are fighting for is automatically different from the vision and agenda and the ideology of Bola Tinubu. It might end up dissolve Nigeria. It will be of a good interest, but for now, it's not showing that at the moment. And like I said earlier, with a clear evidence, he got there on our own mandate, not on his mandate. And I won't go further. He has actually become the Nigerian president based on this same agitation that you are talking about, that we should just go and wait. He would never have got there. I won't go further. Let's come back to the list of governors. My focus this week is Kwara State. So everything, like I said, if Bola Tinubu can fix the 16 local government, and I'm not talking about fix, in a functioning standard up to at least any European country, not literally UK, I will abandon the project of Yoruba Nation. It will not be able to do so because there's no fund to fix those local government that Bola Tinubu will be able to run it. Not even his governor, that the children lives in UK. 16 local government alone. I'm not talking about 33 in Oyo State. He doesn't need to do Oyo State, just Kwara State. Let him go and fix Kwara State, where there will be also religious tolerance, not this Olori Bruga, Shewu, because some people are doing their own culture. Are we now saying that Kwara State is an Islamic country? Bomb bastard. Those of you that are saying Kwara is an Islamic country. I saw that video yesterday. And some of them are pervert. Pervert ni. We know that already. Let's go back to military governor, May 28, 1967, up to July 1975, David Bamigboye. So that means from 1967 till date, just 16 local government that can make it work in Kwara State. Waris Jinadu, good morning. Good morning once again to those of you that have joined us. My name is Olami Koiki, and the topic this morning focuses on advantage to have our own sovereign nation, a Yoruba economy, an industrialized system is security. And so far, we have just almost into 2 hours. At exactly 2 hours, I will bring the program to an end. So I have just less than 20 minutes precisely. There's nothing wrong with the voice, maybe your own device. I'm using a very good mic, which is Rode mic. So, only gelato doing. Especially if you're listening from Nigeria. It's a crazy country. Let's come back now. And I've talked to you, I've given you the full meaning of sovereignty. Sovereign nation, just to brief it quickly before I go back to the list of the governor. When we talk about a sovereign nation, Nigeria is not a sovereign nation, even though we are told it's a sovereign nation. But automatically, everybody knows that it is not a sovereign nation. And that was also put together by our father, the late Obafemi Awolowo, that told us, which I'm just going to open up right now. Like I told you about, the Tafa Balewa. Let's hear what our own father told us as well. So when we talk about Nigeria as a sovereign nation, it's because that is what has been implanted in our head ever since we became a citizen of Nigeria from birth. So if you are born today, all you will be hearing is Nigeria, Nigeria. If you are 10 years old, the same thing, 20, 30, 40, 50. Even some people that are in their 80, they're still saying Nigeria go work. They are dying. Some of them are bedridden. But they're still thinking and hoping that Nigeria will work. And this is what Obafemi Awolowo said. Nigeria is not a nation. It is a mere geographical expression. They are known Nigerians. So you that is saying that we should go and talk to Bola Tinubu, GR1, good morning, Mrs. Grace, Alaji Alabi, Ijaya, and all those that are working back to back. Nigeria is not a nation. It is a mere, M-E-R-E, mere geographical expression. So when they say Nigeria, just look at it as a geographical expression. Because Nigeria doesn't own a territory. The indigenous people owns the territory, but that territory was changed in 1914 by the British system that believed that that is the best option for us, even though it is not. In the same sense as they are English, we don't even have only English. We also have people they call Welsh. We have Scottish. The Scottish protested last week, Saturday. 6,000 of them came out and they're asking for one thing, a referendum to decide their fate, whether they want to be in this congregation union called United Kingdom or Great Britain. Not that they don't have good access to public toilet, they have access to education, security, but they still don't want to be known as Great Britain. They want to be known as Scottish in their own independent. Not that they don't have their own parliamentary system, which was destroyed when we had a regional government, which I'm going to be talking about in Kwara State from 1967 till date. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. Fáwọn ní chẹ̀chẹ̀ ní bíbá ló ń pè ní Kwara. Ṣéwù. Ọmọ Ṣéwù dẹ̀ wà ní London tán kí bọ̀rọ̀ kí ẹ lójoojúmọ́ nínú dormitory níbẹ̀. The word Nigeria is a merely M-E-R-E-L-Y distinctive appellation to distinguish those who live within the boundaries of Nigeria and those who do not. There's nothing called Nigeria, it's just a fraud. That fraud was perpetrated by the British government in 1914 under the governor administrator known as Lugard on the 1st of January 1914. Until date, we go back to Kwara State. From 1967 to 1975 was the military David Bamigboye, bomb bastard. Yoshiwala able to Kudan. Then another one took over from July 1975 to 13th of February 1976, just under a year, known as Ibrahim Taiwo. We had another military governor from 1978 when I was born till date, till in a basic toilet. And you tell me that Kwara State is an Islamic country. Are you crazy? Kwara Tiwa di Saudi Arabia. Those Saudi Arabia that hate Nigerians that they don't. Taba beyin that teba she hajj NFA gbenibe. Kema jade. You will see how they'll deal with you. I know that because I've seen people that have traveled there. One of our mothers that traveled from UK lost her identity card, British identity card. She doesn't own a British passport yet then. She got stuck for months. Regularized to confirm. So she had to move inside the Nigerians that are Yoruba that are living in Standard. She saw that everything they were telling us, those gigantic buildings, when you see the Mecca, is all lies. Anything after that is fabu, especially when you are not. They don't give you citizenship in Saudi Arabia. So, Sultan of Sokoto is much recognized than people in Kwara State, Olushi. Everything that comes through Islam to Nigeria, whether it's gift, whether it's date, whether it goes through the Sultan of Sokoto, and he distributes it according to how he feels he was distributing it. I told you that Sultan of Sokoto is more powerful than your president. Bomb bastard. Sunday Ifere was a military governor from July 1978 to October 1979. There was another guy called Adamu Atta. He's a civilian governor from October 1979 to October 1983 when Olori Buruku Buhari hijacked the government from Shehu Shagari. Destroy everything. And that was NPA. Cornelius Olatunji Adebayo was a civilian governor from October 1983 to December 1983 under UPN. And again, the military took over again, being sponsored by both the international community and some Yoruba people underneath as well, in the hope that the military will be there for some time and they will release power to them. Eventually, no power was released to anybody until 1999. So Tebari Obasanjo tó ń jáde pẹ̀lú olórí pọnpálẹ̀. Salahuddin Latinwo then became the military governor again from January 1984 till August 1985. They did not make any single development. Even Dubai don't give you citizenship. So why are you trying to be like Arab? We are Yoruba people. We are not Arab. Mohammed Natsu Umaru became your governor in Kwara State from August 1985 to December 1987. Ahmed Abdullahi, again your military governor from December 1987 to July 1988. Ibrahim Al-Khali became your military governor from July 1988 to December 1989. Al-Wali Kazi, only God knows whether all these ones, they are even, Nigerian self, Fulani people. Military governor from December 1989 to January 1990. They were just changing them. Then Shaba Lafiaji was a civilian governor from January 1992 to November 1993 under SDP. Mustafa Ismaila was a military administrator. So they changed it from military governor. It's still military. They now put it as military administrator. What is the difference? The military destroyed that country called Nigeria. Blood-sucking bastard. Every one of them now, they're wearing agbada, stealing money. All the money. Do you know that there's some of their children, money, money 7-seater. General kan, mo tètè mọ̀ pé general ni. Àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ a lọ gbé wọn níjọ́ kan. Gbogbo wọn remote area ní London la máa ń gbé, àwọn olóṣì ti báyé jẹ́. Then you use your money to buy Emirate ID card. And when we can have our own Yoruba economy, that will be working parallel as against the one in Dubai. So no Yoruba person will go and be doing afole and be football and be doing whatever they are doing in Dubai and around the world. We will be building our... I don't think some people know that we are not building our own economy. So what we are actually doing as experts is just building other people's economy. That's what we are doing. As I speak right now, if I go outside, on the other side, people, they bust up, boku. They run, cha, like robots. Cha. Fixing the economy. Driver, porter, kitchen porter, dormitory porter, food vendor. Everybody is out now, apart from those that have a day off, like a breathing space. So we are not building any economy because the military destroy Kwara State just as they destroy all the Yoruba land. So we are just less than 20 minutes, like I said, before the end of today's program, 27th day of June, 2023, 6 minutes past 6 a.m. We're giving you the list of all your previous governors in Kwara State. We move further swiftly. Mustafa Ismaila, military administrator from the 9th of December 1993 till 14th of September 1994. Baba Adamu Inya, a military administrator from 14th of September. They were just changing them, making money. Nothing was done. We built this guy down. He was there from September 14, 1994, up to 22 August 1996. Peter A.M. Oga was a military administrator. All these are for Kwara State, okay? 22nd of August 1996 up to August 1998. Then Rashid Shekoni was a military administrator from August 1998 when there was tension in Nigeria, whether Nigeria was going to break, until Babangida de Maradona played our mind again and gave it to one person, lead to one person, Abdul Salam Abubakar, and eventually he finished that Rashid Shekoni handover on the 29th of May 1999 to where our, the Alagbada, they started their own corruption. We thought the military were bad until the civilian came in, and that's why they have pot belly. But you don't see the pot belly because their agbada is so big that their belly is inside. They stole shege, could not fix Kwara State. And then today, in 21st century, somebody go and knock on another person's door. They walk all the way. There's no tie road. There's no side road. There's no walk pathway for anybody. There's no toilet. There's no functioning electricity. There's no industrialized system in that bloody monster Kwara. And today, everybody's like, Shewu. Shewu, let me run economy in Kwara State, and you lush. Bomb bastard. Or if you're single one of you. So the civilian came in. The first one was Mohammed Lawal. Suck everything he can suck, steal whatever he can steal. He started as a civilian governor on the 29th of May 1999 up to May 29. Let me see if even this one is alive. He died already. He died 15th of November 2006. He was a Nigerian naval officer who was a military governor of Ogun State between December 1987 and August. So you can see that it's still part of the system. He was a military, he was a Nigerian naval officer. He was a military governor of Ogun State between 1987 and August 1999. During the military administration of Ibrahim Babangida, he was one of the pioneers of the Nigerian Naval Secondary School, Abeokuta. The then Navy Captain Mohammed Lawal invited the Nigerian Navy to consider a location of the Dutch St. Leo Teacher Training College at Ibara, Abeokuta, a hill in Onikolobo side. This premises has been abandoned and merely serve as a route to a Catholic compound and was also used for administrative in a newly conceived secondary school in that name. The Nigerian Navy considered that the site and found it suitable. After returning to democracy in 1999, he was elected as a governor of Kwara State, holding the office from May 29, 1999, to May 29, 2003. During the 1999 Kwara State gubernatorial election, Lawal was elected governor under the umbrella of the All People's Party, APP. He was said to be the protege of Senator Dr. Abubakar, Olushola Saraki. Saraki later moved to the People's Democratic Party. Lawal initiated a 250 million label action against a paper, The People's Advocate, based in Ilorin, published by Abdul Karim Adisa, but later withdrew the suit after the two men were reconciled. In 2003, Kwara State gubernatorial election, he ran for the re-election but lost as his previous supporter, Abubakar Saraki, backed his son, Bukola Saraki. So the dynasty starts sucking you up. Ẹ̀wá káwọn ilé àṣẹnulé ẹ̀ná wọn lẹ́pọ̀n kò sí school kò sí anything òṣìlẹ̀ ń ṣe bí ẹran aṣẹ́wó ní Kwara State. So that gives you, in 2006, the same Yoruba. So you can say that this is why we're going to be talking about all these things now more, so that your mind can open. He didn't win his re-election because the person that backed him refused to back him again, wanted to back his son. That's, Dr. Abubakar Olushola Saraki wanted to back Saraki. Saraki is still there now. You go and see his wife on Instagram, doing SDS. They are criminal. He's still thinking he wants to be the president as well. I'm all lushy. Bomb bastard, every single one of them. So in 2003, Kwara State gubernatorial election, he ran for re-election, but he lost because, the backbone is not going to support him anymore. He wants to support his own son. But in 2006, it was reported that Nuru Ribadu, the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, was investigating Lawal for alleged diversion of funds. And you loshite wa ni Kwara ten pe shewu gbogbo yin lo ti ko je. What ti jẹ gbogbo owó yín? What ti jẹ gbogbo owó yín? Pátápátá. What ti jẹ tán? So he was this same man, the first civilian governor, because he has been part of the corrupt system. He has been a military governor in Ogun State, in my own state. So you can see that it's the same set of people. Same set of people, because they were able to steal money during the military time. So when they were going into civilian, so because if we have gone into that civilian time in 1999, and it was just open to everybody, whether you are rich or poor, and they can get in there, maybe things will have been better. But no, it's the same set of people. Look at the record of this Mohammed Lawal. I leave him to I'll just not say that. Just leave that. So now, hey, the next one. Jagaban Ole, Bukola Saraki. She exists by. When you see him like that, going like that, that one plays like a loyal man. He plays that way. So when you see him, you want to fall in love with him, but not lie. If we have our own identity, automatically you don't need to go and give any arugbo kokonlowo. Money goes in their account automatically. They can go to the post office and cash it out, and they can go and buy food, or they can, they can even have a vehicle to pick them up, and just like any other place around the world. But hey, I want Saraki. You see the wife and the husband, they go like that. But gullible people in Kwara State, Saraki, eventually they chuck him out. He was there from May 29, 2003 up to May 29, 2011 under PDP. The one Lawal, that one was ANPP. Then there was another one, Abdul Fattah Ahmed, Saraki ló lọ gbé yẹn wá, impose lé wọn lórí. So Abdul Fattah also run the show, run the show from May 29, 2011 for one time. Now you have Abdulrazak Abdulrahman. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn ò sí ní Kwara State. Let me tell you that. They are here in the UK with me. The children lives in UK. Collaboration in Nigeria tí kò function. Probably maybe they can come home, they give them security. They probably won't even come to Kwara. They will stay in Lagos State, oppress women, oppress young ones, old ones, and then they return back to London where they are doing whatever they are doing. So you now have your new governor that has projected a budget of 189 billion. So if you think that in the 4 years of your own president, your 16 local government will function. Like I said to you, I will abandon the project Yoruba Nation. But I know it can never. Because I will look at all the indices. I'm not going to respond to that guy again. Waste my time. Go and watch all my videos so that you can get understanding of what I'm doing. So, as I am now winding down, because I have just 10 minutes, and 10 minutes is 10 minutes. Thank you so much. Idewo Michael say, oh God, Mr. Koiki, this evil Fulani government have destroyed everywhere in Nigeria. Ogun, Lakaye, Oshimole, we deal with each and every one of them like Bara alone. Yoruba Nation, we move. Thank you so much. Saeed Balogun, you want to say the voice is low. Maybe it's your device, sir. Mokiba Bawa Adewusi. Not literally that I'm angry with Muslim. Nah. So don't come and say nonsense here. But we're talking about a system where everybody does his own thing. Kwara State is not an Islamic country. Or it's not an Islamic state. So kí lẹ lọ ń threaten èèyàn tó ń ṣèṣẹ̀ṣe fún. Tẹ̀wá ní ìbá ṣe bíbá ní Kwara, ìbá ló ń pè ní Kwara. No. Kogi ni mo pè tẹ́lẹ̀, ẹ̀yin olóṣì. Man, it's good. Anytime láti máa ń tọ́ ọba ti lè get message nǹkan tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Kọ́ lọ máa try láti fix Nigeria táwọn gómìnà yín tó fix it. Akérédolú ní anything. Bed reading. Do you know the meaning of bed reading? Kọ́ lọ fún lálàáfíà kó survive. But kò lè tọ́jú ara ẹ̀ ní Nigeria. So kò sí hospital kankan tó lè tọ́jú ẹ̀. Ó wà ní Germany from information tí ó wà lórí social media. Kọ́ lọ fún lálàáfíà. So nígbà tí ìwọ bàbá tiẹ̀ bá ń bed reading, ṣé bàbá tiẹ̀ náà máa lọ sí Germany? Okay, a lọ India. India lọ ti máa tọ́jú bàbá tiẹ̀. Why are we living in denial? Why? So we've talked about economy. Kí ló ń pè ní economy? Economy is just to say that a country is poor. Every country at the moment is having distress. Even America gone on inject owó kíákíá ni. Nígbà tó ní máa collapse, America ó collapse it. Àwọn kí ló ń pè àwọn senator wọn wọ́n yà ní kó approve owó because the moment America bá collapse tó lè san gbèsè wọn, that is the end of the whole era. But for now, there's a lot of distress. So based on industrialized system, we are not anywhere near such. And that's why, you can't jáde, about raise owó fún yàn kan, because there is no centralized system. Mo bi wife mi ní ìjẹta kan ni. Mo ní NIM tí mo ṣe ní Nigeria ní 2016 or 2017. Ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n fún mi ní plastic ẹ̀, paper lásán ló ṣe wà lọ́wọ́ wa. The NIM. Wàhálà tá a ṣe. Aláti lọ sí ajé lọ síbẹ̀ ní Ìkẹjà níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ mẹ́ta bẹ́ẹ̀ méjì ṣá kó tó di pé tẹ̀fẹ́ òbí àmọ́ email ẹ̀ síra mi. NIM Ọláyọmí fẹ́ lọ ṣe search lórí. Up to today, ààrí kéèyàn gbà. Can't remember what I saved it with, but I believe it was 2017. Ẹ̀ẹ̀mejì ni mo lọ sí ọ́fíìsì ẹ̀ ní Ìkẹjà. Ajé lọ ní the first day. Bí àwọn ní printer òṣìṣẹ́ kìíní, basic things of life. Until date, wọ́n ti issue plastic ẹ̀ fún mi. Bí ṣe bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ till date, àìtí rí kí ẹ̀ ike yẹn àìtí rí gbà. So the question is, how long does it take? Printer. Mo mọ̀ yàn kan nísìnyí pé problem tóun ní nísìnyí ni pé orúkọ tó fún wọ́n ti change orúkọ yẹn by one alphabet. Ẹni ẹ̀ dẹ́n process nǹkan kan nísìnyí ó ti get stuck. The smart and wise are controlling American states, not Nigerian leaders who don't have any foresight. I've just told you about one state, like in Kwara State with 16 local government, and I've given you láti over the weekend láti ń bá bọ̀ nísìn. The question is, when ìgbà ogongo ni Kwara máa wá function? After tí gbogbo wa bá ti kú. When we ṣe mọ̀ pé if the system is working, if the system is functioning, Kwara State to know how many people is in Kwara, number one, while they told you everybody according to how and when. But the reason why it's not functioning, we are just exactly 2 hours, and this is where we're going to stop the program because I can't go further because of other things that needs to be done. We just played the anthem to close the broadcast. Thank you so much for joining. For those of you that have joined, and those that will be watching it later, I say thank you so much as well. Like I said, our understanding is different from yours. We are not for Nigeria. We are for Yoruba Nation. Yoruba Nation is the final solution. Odabo. Iṣẹ́ wà forílẹ̀-èdè kágbéga 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 ìgbàgbọ́ láti bẹ̀rù ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́. Ìṣọ̀kan ní kẹ́jẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa tẹ̀síwájú fọ́pọ̀ ire àtòhun. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Odùduwà, bọ́ sí ipò. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Thank you so much. Have a very good morning, everyone, and enjoy the rest of the day. We will catch up as well later on. But for now, ká sunre fún ẹ̀yin tí wà ní the other side of the globe. Àwa tá ṣe ń jí sí the other side as well. Ẹ káàbọ̀ padà sí orí jíjí, torí pé ẹni tó bá sùn tó bá jí kò dúpẹ́ f'Elédùmarè. Ó dàárọ̀. Bye for now.